Welcome to Living Big, where we believe life's too short to play it small. I'm Kylie.
And I'm Marlie, and you've just stumbled into your Summer of Fun mini season.
For the next 5 episodes, we're challenging ourselves and you to rediscover what makes us come alive.
Because somewhere between the spreadsheets and adulting, most of us forgot that fun isn't just a luxury, it's essential.
So whether you're listening while commuting, folding laundry, or hopefully doing something that actually brings you joy, stick around.
Today's adventure might just be the permission slip you didn't know you needed.
Welcome back to Living Big. We have a special mini season of fun.
Hallelujah.
It's going to be so fun. Emphasis on the word fun. This is a special summer mini season concept. We've never done this before. We've just started to explore seasons. Fun is one of the pillars of our podcast. And what better time, honestly, than summer?
There is no better or funner time.
No,
than the summer.
The best season of the year.
Preach.
So this felt perfect. We didn't want to overwhelm people. We want you to be able to enjoy your summer, but we also really wanted to kind of put some sprinklings of ideas of how you might have fun this summer. Talk with some amazing guests and just take a break from the usual format to give you 5 special episodes. Embracing fun.
I love it. Honestly, I need it because here's the thing about fun is a lot of times we as adults maybe don't prioritize fun as much for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sometimes I just think about something that Sage said where she was just like, you know, there's a lot going on in the world and sometimes it's overwhelming. And I just sometimes get overwhelmed with all of normal adult life and I need a way of bringing some fun back into my life and into my brain.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like for mental health.
Yeah.
To bring some fun. And I think that is maybe something that we aren't as good at as adults because I know for me, I'm like, ooh, I need to do all of these things. And so I get kind of pigeonholed into thinking I have to do those.
Yeah.
And then I'll maybe, if I have time later, do something fun.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Life is heavy. Sometimes it like bogs us down with everything that is going on.
Yep.
But our challenge this summer is despite all the things happening, right? We can't change the circumstances of whatever's happening in your life. But I really think if we can go into it with an attitude of like, okay, like what can I do every day to invite fun into my life? We could change the game for our summer, whether or not we change the circumstances of our lives.
Yeah.
So that's our challenge here at Living Big this summer is let's invite fun. Let's embrace fun this summer.
Perhaps even rediscover if it's been a while for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know for me personally, one of my favorite things to do, and it's one of also my kids' favorite things to do, is to start the day with a dance party.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, we get up. You know, it's too early, but it's fine. And we always put on APT by Roseanne Bruno Mars.
That is on repeat at our house as well.
I know every word to that song.
Coley every day. Can I listen to Apata? I'm like, okay.
Mila is for sure the musical one.
Yeah.
And she
Oh, so cute.
It's
oh my
too much.
gosh.
Anywho, but it's the best song and Leo knows how to ask Alexa to turn on that song. It's my favorite. Anywho, that's how we start our mornings is with APT.
I love that.
And it is so fun. And I usually make them breakfast as we're all just like having a dance party. And it usually starts off my day way better.
Then like
That
stressed
was my
out.
problem.
Let's get the food on the plate.
Yes.
Everyone's mad. I'm mad.
This morning I did not do that. So that's why today was a tough day. That was my mistake. Anywho, so it doesn't have to be crazy as you can already tell, but we're going to be talking about all things fun and how to just invite that and bring it into your life more. Because who doesn't need that?
We all do.
Yeah.
We really all do.
We really do.
We have some amazing episodes coming up. They're going to be every other week. So again, a little bit different than what we've normally done. Every other week, we're going to have some new things mixed in there as well that we have not yet done.
Mm-hmm.
We've explored long form content, obviously, in our YouTube podcast format, but we're going to have a little bit more of like a lifestyle vlog of a trip we're going on together.
Oh, my soul is so ready for this trip. I can't wait.
So we're starting off with this episode. obviously, it's kind of an intro to the concept of intentional fun.
Mm.
We're going to have the Croatia travel vlog.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a special guest named Allie, who we've already recorded with, and we cannot wait. We're going to dive into her creative world.
She's so freaking cute. You guys, you're not even ready for her.
No. She's going to invite you to be creative this summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a challenge all of us need to take on.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to get into Maggie's stress-free travel tips, which I can't wait for.
Oh, she's so awesome.
She's amazing.
I'm so excited. If you need someone to take the stress out of your travel and your plans and things, Maggie is your girl. She's got you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that's going to be such a fun episode. And then to round it all out, what we did this past season was we had a live Instagram finale.
Mm-hmm.
We had so much fun actually getting to talk to you. You guys were like the stars of the show.
It was so
and
fun.
actually seeing what you thought, said, liked, feedback, all of that. So we're going to do that again. We want to hear specifically about your summer of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So bring all those stories with you. We'll see you for the finale on June 30th on Instagram. Each of these episodes is going to explore different dimensions of fun. And then we're also going to be putting out tons of fun content on Instagram and TikTok. So whether you are a avid podcast listener and you just listen to us or you watch us on YouTube, please come find us on the socials, because that's where we're going to be sharing a lot of family friendly ideas as well as mom friendship things. We've got a lot going on in our personal lives as well this summer. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Marley's training for Rim to Rim in the Grand Canyon. I'm moving twice.
Yeah.
It's going to be really crazy, but we're both really trying to be intentional about outdoor time.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of those tips, a lot of just kind of some fun content, you guys seeing us exploring those things.
Mm-hmm.
So come join us on there. We want to highlight all of you guys with the hashtag Living Big Summer, because we want to see what you're up to, give inspo. We're going to even probably shout you guys out in our stories.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So please tag us or use that hashtag so we can find that content, share it with people. Everything we're doing here is to build a community of women and men. No hate, no shame to men. No. We just primarily have women audiences, but we want to empower you to live your biggest life. So everything we're doing here is going to be sharing and pulling ideas from one another and building this like camaraderie and communication, and just, it's going to be so much fun.
It's
so
the best.
Can't wait.
So let's get into a little bit of the science behind fun, why it's important, why we should do it. So, how can enjoyment and play impact our mental health? So, first off here, studies show that playful activities trigger the release of endorphins, the happy hormone, your brain's natural feel-good chemicals, while simultaneously lowering cortisol, primary stress hormone. Woo! So we feel good and we stress less. Wow.
This is something I need in my life. I need the playful activities to just like tame down those stress hormones.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good at the stress ones.
I'm so good at the stress one. I was just telling Kylie before we started this that it's been tough lately in my home. I have, 2 little kids, but they're at the age where they can fight with each other. There's a lot of screaming going on. Whoa. Okay. If you're in, the throes of young motherhood, toddlerhood, I am there with you. We need more play in our lives.
Yes. To stay sane.
This biochemical cocktail doesn't just feel good. It actually helps strengthen your immune system response.
Hence why no one gets sick in the summer. Just kidding.
I mean, I'm sure that's a good part of it.
I'm not a doctor. I'm just being silly.
I'm sure you're not wrong, though.
Yeah.
Part of it is probably like the sun
Vitamin D
kills things, but then also I'm sure fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so fun. These are great. Research published in the Journal of Happiness Studies found that adults who engage in regular play activities report approximately 23% lower stress levels and show improved cognitive function, particularly in creative problem-solving tasks. I could use 23% less stress in my life. Apparently, your inner child is also your inner genius. Oh, man.
I know. Isn't that kind of a cool thought?
Oh, that just brought me back to Carly. How we are healing our creative scars and stuff. It's like we're healing our inner child when we go and do play activities that encourage creativity. Man, it's perfect that we talked with Allie as well then.
I know.
Oh,
No, there is something really interesting before we dive into more science. There's something so amazing about children playing. I look back with so much fondness to my childhood thinking like, wow, I had no responsibilities. Like summer, that feeling when the school bell would ring for the last time and the halls would like flood with kids and you would just hear like the pitter pattering of feet and doors opening and screaming. And, you know, it was just literally, there's nothing like it.
no, you could bottle that up and sell it. It would be everyone's drug of choice.
And then as adults, you know, it's summer and that's so amazing, but the job doesn't stop or the whatever,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So that feeling, I'm like, if we can get back some of that like inner childhood, like just love of getting out, being free, doing things, even though we still have to keep up with responsibilities, if we could just even bottle up a tiny, tiny piece of that, our inner child would be able to shine out. And like, I think about some of the things I came up with when I just had 100% time to be imaginative and creative as a kid. I created an entire like world out of paper and things like that. I'm like, where's that imagination and creativity now? Like, can I foster that even in a different environment?
Yeah, it's still inside and it can definitely be brought out.
Yes.
And it will give you 23% less stress to do so.
So let's do it.
I know. Oh, I love this. There's so many good little pieces here. I like this one. The concept of the flow state, that magical zone where you're completely absorbed in an enjoyable activity, has been linked to reduced anxiety, increased life satisfaction. Studies show that just 20 minutes of flow-inducing activity can improve your mood for up to 24 hours. We need that. We need to be doing that. We need to be taking that 20 minutes. I'm just sitting here thinking like, how can I regulate myself better? That's like on my mind currently.
Yes.
As my kids are screaming constantly.
Because then you want to scream right back.
Right. Oh, and I have, and I do. And I don't want that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that side of me.
I'm literally right there with you.
Yeah.
So I feel you. I know. It's so hard.
It is so hard. Anywho, so if that's you, this is a way that we can self-regulate. Because I'm like, they're going to scream regardless.
Yeah. So how do I get to a place where like, that's okay. And then I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And that may take a little bit of practice and kind of figuring out and finagling what works for you to create that flow state, you know? I'm just like, ooh, that would be something good to think about. Like, what can we do that would be kind of flow inducing? Okay. And that will help kind of regulate us better for our kids. Man. Okay. I am sold. This is an answer to, honestly, prayers.
This episode is what we needed.
Yeah.
Usually it is.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
there's that.
Yeah. And then obviously social play, specifically, I think outdoor group activities increases production of oxytocin, called the bonding hormone. You know, I feel like when you do something hard with your friends, like you're better friends.
100%. I feel like that's one reason our relationship is so strong and our bond, because we've gone camping so many times. When we were first married,
no kids.
and it's like, oh, it's snowing outside.
And with kids. Yeah.
Like, we didn't get any sleep last night. Our children were up the entire night. We're talking at 3 a.m. through our tents.
Yep.
Very bonding, very difficult, but also so fun to talk about later. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love that. So go outside, do things that are maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone, and become besties with whoever you're with there.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it. Yep. Counteracts stress, builds meaningful connections. It is a fundamental. Yeah. It is, many health experts now recognize as a fundamental to longevity and well-being. I love that. So let's connect this summer. Let's prioritize some joy, maybe get a little bit out of our comfort zone and be a little bit happier, a little more, less stressed, and a little more regulated.
Yeah. One of the words I used at the beginning was intentional fun, right? Like sometimes we go about life and we're like, hopefully fun will find me. Hopefully joy will find me today. Hopefully I will laugh a little, but we don't do anything to make that happen. So our invitation to you this summer is to be a little bit more intentional. Like every day seek out for those opportunities with your kids, by yourself, whatever that looks like. That's what we're going to be doing is intentional fun.
Yep. And I have to get my booty in gear because I'm going to do rim to rim. And so that will create a lot of experiences where hopefully it will be fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be hard.
Yeah.
But I want to focus on the fun of it.
Yeah.
And the growth aspect of it more than I want to focus on how awful and hard it is.
Right.
You know?
Otherwise it won't be worth doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the mindset in anything we do in life is like super crucial.
Yeah.
Like we can hate where we're at, we can hate where we live, or we can embrace it while we're there.
Right.
With goals to move forward in the future, right? But like having a positive mindset is so helpful.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And I feel like doing hard things can be very fun.
Yes.
And that's something I'm working on, is like shifting my mindset when I'm doing something hard to be able to enjoy it while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Instead of being dysregulated. Really, that's
Right.
what it comes down to. That's like one of the things I'm really working on right now, is like how to regulate myself better. And
In all kinds of situations.
exactly, like just with my kids, you know, and they're fighting and screaming and whatnot. And then also on the trail, I feel like it's all going to kind of wrap up into itself. And those are like some really big goals that I have, that I think kind of focusing on fun and doing those harder things is really going to help with.
If you need a fun episode to listen to that specifically talks about type 2 fun. So the fun Marley was just describing, where we are forcing ourselves to do something hard, but ultimately it's probably going to be even more rewarding than just doing something easy.
Yeah.
Check out our episode Type 2 Fun from season 1. It's a really fun one. That's a good throwback.
Yeah. It was like this time last year that we went to that. Yeah.
I love it so much.
Oh, so good.
We're also going to have a special summer fun bingo card that we're going to be putting out via social media. So for all of you who want to get outside, who want to join a challenge, who maybe need some ideas of how to be intentionally fun this summer, we have a really, really fun bingo card ready to go. I have already gone through and picked all the things we want to talk about, and I can't wait to put it together, get it out to you guys. It's going to be so adorable. It's going to be kid friendly. It's also going to be some things that maybe you want to do on your own. So please join us. Please share along. Like I said, we want to see your hashtag Living Big Summer. And every time you do, we will share those moments. So I can't wait to see you guys participate, and the activities are going to be a blast.
Honestly, y'all ain't even ready. It's going to be so fun.
We have way too many things planned. I'll share just a couple things from it so you can kind of get an idea. Okay. Try an outdoor workout class.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That's honestly the best. Outdoor yoga in a park. Highly recommend. Dance in the rain or through sprinklers.
Oh, yeah.
Intentionally. Right? Like
Classic.
Getting back to our classic childhood roots.
Yeah.
Get outside. It starts to rain, instead of being like, let's go and dance in it.
Yeah.
You know? And then mark it off with a cute little sticker on your bingo card. Host an outdoor game night. Throw burrito. Really fun.
Oh, I've never played that.
Yeah. And the outdoor one is way more fun because inside walls might get broken.
Oh.
Just at least if you're playing with anyone animated.
Oh, no.
It can get a little intense. But if you do it outside, it just like kind of gives you the capacity to do other things, or just like get some fresh air while you do it.
Any other little things to tease?
Nope. The rest are going to be surprises.
Okay, perfect.
Look forward to that.
Yes. So let's go through kind of a reflection exercise, because we're trying to help you set an intention for your fun, for your summer of fun, right? Because you can be like, oh yeah, I want to have a fun summer, and that's fine. Sure.
That might not happen.
It may not happen. So we're going to kind of take a step back, get intentional, and I'm just reading right here. It says, I'm Marley. And I want you to pause whatever you're doing right now. Unless you're driving, in which case, please just listen. Take a deep breath. Let's try something together.
Something you guys don't know about Marley, I'm going to break this really awesome thing. She often, when we're doing our bloops and stuff, starts doing this.
Do I really?
Yes. But like to be funny.
Oh.
She'll be like, okay. Like breathing with Marley. So I was like, actually, this would be amazing to have you do a reflection exercise on the podcast. Because your voice is very soothing.
Oh, why thank you. All right, here we go. Let's get back into it. All right.
Guys.
Okay. Think about your average week. Where does fun actually fit in? not the obligation fun. You know, you got that church activity you have to go to. You got your work summer party barbecue, right? No.
Yeah.
I mean, as fun as that is, this is what I should find entertaining fun, right? It's the fun that makes you lose track of time and leaves you feeling more energized than when you started. Because it can do that. It might kind of take some energy out of you, but it makes you feel motivated and excited to keep going. So here's a question I want you to honestly consider. What's one activity that consistently brings you joy that you've somehow convinced yourself you don't have time for?
Be brutally honest with yourself.
We talk about that a lot. Just like know yourself, right? Maybe it's something physical, like dancing in your kitchen or taking the scenic route on a bike. Maybe it's creative, breaking those watercolors out that that have been collecting dust. Someone wrote that for herself. Or perhaps it's purely playful, like stargazing on a random Tuesday night just because the sky was clear. That's something you have to be paying attention to, right? Yeah. Whatever it is, we want you to name it. Say it out loud if you can. Write it down. This summer, I am making time for fill in the blank. The magic happens when we stop treating joy as a reward we earn after all the important stuff is done. Oof, that's for me.
It's for everyone. I feel like that's a hard thing for people to internalize.
Yes. Joy is the important stuff. It's the fuel that makes everything else possible. So here's your assignment before your next episode. Schedule it. Actually put it in your calendar. Give it the same respect you would your other work meetings, dentist appointments. Add your spouse to it. I know for me, if I really want to do something, I have to put eager on it.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, then it's real. Mm-hmm. Even if it's just 20 minutes, guard that time like the precious resource it is. And remember, this isn't about productivity or self-improvement. This is simply about reclaiming a part of yourself that maybe got a little lost in the chaos of adulting. We'd love to hear, obviously, what you have chosen. Drop us a message on socials or share it with our hashtag #LivingBigSummer. Yes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We are in this summer of fun together. We're all in this together. And we know we're all stars, and we see that. Yeah, okay, that was atrocious. I apologize that I didn't have all the words spat out perfectly for you guys.
Yeah,
like what 11-year-old me would be cringing.
Literally, like, how long has it been since you watched High School Musical? We actually just had a conversation about that with our friend the other day, so like it looks like we have some homework to do. This summer, I am making time to watch High School Musical.
Honestly, that's it for me. High School Musical. That's
your intention.
Yes, doing something fun. Oh my gosh.
No, this was really important to me in preparing for this specific episode. I was like, I want us to get like super real with each other. I want you to schedule it. I want you to guard that time. Mm-hmm. I want you to think about it. And the most important for me, because I'm constantly in a game of how can I make myself better, which is a great game. It's a great thing. Yeah. It's good to have goals. We want to improve our lives, all that stuff. But reminding myself that like play for the sake of play is okay is really important. So this is not about making yourself better necessarily. We are going to do those things, right? Like those are going to come, but just something in your life that's purely just for joy. That might be hard, so I challenge you to do that.
I know. What's your summer intention?
This summer, I am making time for screen-free, not completely, but screen-free intentional play with my kids outside. For me, like, that's what I want to dive into. I think I'm going to find a lot of joy if I can put my phone down and just, like, be in the moment.
Yeah.
So, I'm still going to take pictures. I'm still going to have my phone. But I want to set specific time aside where I just completely engage with my kids in the great outdoors, completely free of everything else.
To be fair, you're doing great at that.
Thanks.
With the things that you've done, like you go on walks and you're outside with them, you go to the park. It's awesome. And I know it's going to be just even better as it goes. So,
but I think even sometimes it's like, I got to have a podcast in my ear. I got to have like the Marco Polo on or whatever. Like, so I want to do all that stuff too, but I really also want to just have some like very intentional playtime. If I'm jumping on the tramp with Coley, I just want to jump on the tramp with her. So I'm excited.
That's really good.
What about for you?
Yeah, it's hard because I know I'm gonna have to do a lot of walking and a lot of hiking and stuff. So I want to use that wisely.
Yeah,
kind of the same thing. To not, to just be in the moment with whatever it is that I am doing outside. And maybe even to go further is to be able to like look inward as I'm having those internal conversations of how I want to murder my husband. On the trail. When it's really just me that like I need to get over myself, you know, to rewire how I handle those situations. I was just talking about how I watched this episode of a vlog of this girl who I have followed forever. Anyhow, but she did the hike from Kathmandu to Everest Base Camp, which is 8 straight days of hiking. Okay. And then she pretty shortly thereafter got pregnant and then was able to have her baby completely unmedicated at her home.
that's so cool.
Not that I want to have a home birth, but I applaud women that do that. Whew. But it just like put into perspective for me. She knows how to push herself, knows how to have an incredible attitude while doing it, even when it's so hard, even when her husband is super duper sick, even when she is suffering from altitude sickness and things like that. She had talked about it, her mental health throughout the whole thing. And she was just like, it like was tough, but she was like, I was okay for the majority of it. I'm like, that is amazing to be able to hike 8 days straight, to not really sleep, to not really have great nutrition and all these things.
No rest really.
And because even on the rest days, they would do these hikes to acclimatize.
Right.
And it just blew my mind that someone could push themselves so hard and be excited about it and be happy about it and all of that. Anyhow, and so that's what I want to work on, is like being able to let go of any of the weird and unhelpful thoughts that I have, to be able to enjoy and bring the joy and fun into the moments that I know I'm going to be hiking and kind of having a hard time.
I think it's so fun to have intentional time to get to know yourself. And when you're alone with your thoughts, you really do. I think back so fondly to so much of my time spent in Ukraine, where I had no phone, no social media, no other humans to talk to.
Yeah.
And it was just like a real battle at first for me. I was like, I don't like myself in my head. Like, these combos are so hard. And it was so awesome to get to the end point of my mission where like I was never bored, because I enjoyed hanging out with my thoughts. And I would love to get there again. I think there's so much that we introduce, so many flying thoughts that come at us, and even just our own internal things. So I think it's really cool to spend like intentional time getting to know yourself, and I'm excited for what that's going to look like for you this summer.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Oh, it's going to be an amazing summer. It already is. Like,
yeah,
the sun just being out is amazing.
It's literally healing.
Yeah.
We're going to have so many fun things coming up. I cannot wait for our vlog from Croatia. If you need the travel bug, watch that video, because I'm pretty sure everyone's going to want to go there after they see how beautiful it is.
And you should.
We are going to have the time of our lives creating amazing content for you, communicating with you guys. We can't wait to hear your ideas. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's make the most out of this tiny little season.
Yes.
This mini season of fun. We love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. You're the besties. See you next week. That's all for today's dose of summer inspiration. If you're still hungry for more fun, and who isn't, hit that subscribe button faster than a popsicle melts in July.
Drop us a review if this episode brightened your day. It helps other sunshine seekers find us in the vast podcast universe. And yes, we're shamelessly fishing for those 5 stars.
Catch our shenanigans on Instagram and TikTok at Living Big Podcast, or better yet, create your own shenanigan with our outdoor adventure challenge. Just tag #LivingBigSummer so we can applaud your genius.
Until next time, find your own bit of fun this week.
See you soon!